Hello everyone, my name is Jaybird and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Without any further ado, let's get back to where we left off last time. Yeah, that sounds like a party time. Party, fun time, yes. The hallways are silent at this time of night as most everyone in the palace prepares for bed. I am now on my way to our meeting place. Rod told me earlier to wait for him here. I had thought that he would make me go to the marching by myself after what transpired with Emmeline, but I was wrong. Emmeline was so upset today. I have never seen her like this before. I turned my thoughts back to the marching and to what Walt said earlier. I wonder what Parfait wants to talk with us about. It's about how your mom was a fucking witch and you're gonna be the Cinderella for the yeah. I feel my heart beating erratically against my chest. That does not sound healthy. I'd see a doctor about that. Why do I feel like something bad is going to happen? Because something bad is going to happen. At least for you. I realize that I've been standing in the open for a while. Perhaps I should move. People might find my standing here suspicious. I start walking again and am surprised when I feel a hand close around my wrist and pull me into the darkness. I open my mouth, but a hand muffles my scream. Shh! Rod? Rod's gaze is icy. He speaks quietly, but I can feel the anger simmering underneath his words. What if someone saw you just standing there? Have you even thought about how they might get suspicious? His tone is so accusatory that for a moment I cannot find my voice. But then, he's right. I should have been more careful. Sorry. Rod stares at me surprised. What? I never thought I'd hear you apologize. Especially to me. Oh? Well, at least I know how to apologize, unlike you. Oh, that was a low blow! And why would I ever have reason to apologize to you? Because you've done nothing but treat me coldly even when I have done nothing to personally attack you. Unlike what I'm doing right now. Rod scowls at me but does not say anything. Instead, he sighs and takes my hand, pulling me after him. What? Image for thumbnail. I never thought I'd be getting one so early, but into the episode, but never mind. Oh my. Oh, it's a lovely image for the thumbnail. Why, thank you. I know. I feel like the thumbnail is just an excuse for me to take screenshots of everything, huh? It probably is. I won't lie. Here you go. Save that. And voila. Perfect. What? Let's go before the guards see us. I have no energy to argue with Rod, so I allow him to pull me along. I'm sorry. What? He apologized to me? Don't make me repeat myself. I did not hear you clearly. If there's one thing I know about you, it's not you're not deaf. Of course I'm not! Shh! Someone will hear you. I glare at Rod, but he does not respond. Princess, your hand is really warm. What? Princess, your hand is really warm. Rod freezes in place and glares at Sebi, who seems to be shrugging. Your thoughts are too loud, Rod. Through the dim lights, I can actually see a faint blush on Rod's cheeks. You are blushing. I am not! He lets go of my hand and starts to walk toward the secret passage, with me trailing behind him. We look around to make sure no one is in sight before we both slip inside. He can slip inside if he wants to, you know what I'm saying? Oh. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Oh god, I wish someone else were here so I could be all like, have banter. But then they could just go away whenever I want them to. So I can only summon them when I want them to banter with, and then they can just disappear into the void. That is my soul. Anyways, I follow closely behind the rod in silence. My eyes move upward to the little bunny plush hanging on his shoulder. Sebi, I've been wondering, have you ever talked with Rod's family as yourself? Rod suddenly stops and scowls over his shoulder at me. What? I am asking Sebi, not to you.
No, I don't, Princess. Rod doesn't want me to talk with others since he thinks that I might say something unnecessary.
So much for that. You still speak even when it is unnecessary. Bless you, boy! Bless you, boys! Oh! Thank God for the bless you, boys! Thank Satan for the bless you, boys! Thank whatever deity you believe in for the bless you, boys. I personally thank myself for the bless you, boys. No, I personally thank the game developers for the bless you, boys. You gotta have a nice bless you boy every day. If you don't have a bless you boy, then what are you doing with your life? Probably having a life, and like me, in the dim lighting of the tunnel, I think I can see a faint pink in Rod's cheeks, but it is probably a trick of the strange lighting. No, he's definitely blushing. He's definitely a blush you boy. You can't hide blush you boys from me. I can spot that shit from a mile away. Rod is right. Sebi has blurted out his thoughts more than a number of times. You're not doing a very good job. What do you mean by that? You're not doing a very good job. I'm supposed to say you are not doing a very good job. Okay. Yep. Sebi sighs.
How can I not when Rod here's thinking too loudly? It makes my head ache.
You get headaches?
That's not the point! The point is that when he thinks on something too long, his head becomes cloudy and really full, like it's going to explode. That's why I got to explain for him. He's not good at expressing his thoughts, so I...
Oh. Rod cuts Sebi off by pinching his cheeks.
Ow, ow, ow! Okay, I'll stop talking now.
Rod sighs and continues walking. Rod, have you spoken with Emmeline since that earlier incident? No. As much as I want to ask him again about his curse, I doubt that will divulge anything right now. I decide to keep my thoughts to myself as we head for the Marchen. Good on me. When we arrive at the Marchen, Parfait and Delora are there to welcome us. The others, however, are nowhere in sight. God damn it, Karma, get your ass back here! Boy, I need your beautiful ass! Oh fuck, it's been so long since I voiced for her. At least I feel like it has been.
It's been a while, Princess. Thank you for bringing her here safely, Prince Rod.
Where is everyone?
They're all resting in their rooms now. It wasn't necessary that they be here for what Delora and I want to discuss with you.
I will be staying in the tavern then. Rod is about to head for the tavern when Delora stops him. You don't have to leave. What we're going to say involves you too, since you're staying at the palace as well. Rod looks at her curiously, but asks no questions. Parfait and Delora gesture us over to the settee. I don't know how the fuck to say that. Where we all take our seats. This is something Rod and I must know because we're in the palace? I have a bad feeling about this.
Before we start, I would like to congratulate you on your first good deed, Princess. Delora has told me all about it, and I can see the extra piece on your necklace as well.
I don't have the little... I don't know. Because her voice is the voice I gave her was particularly faint. has a little bit of a sickly sound to it, I guess, but I don't have that sickly sound. I don't really know where to find that anymore. I'll try. It's more like whiny, I guess. I don't know. That's how I would describe it. I'm trying to get there. Bear with me. Parfait smiles at me, her eyes filled with pride. Her faith in me rekindles the dwindling confidence I had.
If only...
Oh, God.
If only you'd seen how happy Delora was when she announced it to us.
You didn't have to go into specifics, Parfait.
Oh, are you embarrassed, Delora?
She smiles at Delora teasingly before turning back to me.
Anyway, I know you can do it, Princess. Only 2 more to go and you can break your curse.
Yeah, keep up the good work, Princess. And you too, Rod. So, what is it that you wanted to discuss with us? I conducted a little investigation while I was with Jaybird in the palace, and I found out something important. Something important? I discovered that there is a witch in the palace. A witch? In the palace? I felt a tinge of magic while I was there. It was faint, but definitely there. I don't remember feeling it before when I was there as your doll, Princess. It seems that the witch is using a glamour to hide himself or herself from us.
A glamour is a magic that only very experienced witches can cast, which means that the witch we are dealing with is no ordinary witch. They have the potential to be very powerful.
But what would a witch be doing in the palace in the first place? This witch could be after the king, but what? Parfait and Delora glance at each other, looking conflicted. It is Parfait who faces me first, her expression grave.
I'm afraid there is some other possibility we must make you aware of, Princess. And in order for us to explain it, we must give you the truth.
What? Word at the tandem, blah, 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 blah. Her mom was a witch. Oh. Oh, really? It just ends right there? Well, thanks! Jesus Christ! Oh, never mind. It just ends right there? God! But okay, that's a nicer transition, I guess. The truth? My only answer is silence. I shift my gaze to Rod, but he avoids my eyes. What is going on? Princess, it is very, very likely that this witch is in the palace looking for you. What?
I cast a glamour on you a long time ago so that you can remain hidden from magical eyes. I did it to protect you, but this witch in question can see through the spell I've cast on you. It is my belief that they are actively looking for you.
I close my eyes and massage the temples of my head as I feel a headache coming on. Wait, you said before that the witches want to see the curses unbroken. But this sounds as if they have another motive altogether. What reasons could they have for trailing me?
The Tenenbaum has been without a bearer for a long time, ever since the end of the war. A new bearer, however, will soon arise and the crystal is ready to support them. Some of the witches, the wicked ones, want to make sure that the Tenenbaum continues to spread darkness, even with this new bearer in charge.
Okay, but what does that have to do with me? Delora crosses her arms, her expression grim. The title of the bearer is passed down from one descendant to the next. Princess Les Tenenbaum was the late Queen of Angeli, your mother. I feel my blood go cold. What? As you are the Queen's daughter, you are the next heir. Come your 18th birthday, you will inherit the title of Tenenbaum. Mother? A witch? Impossible! Why would you spout such lies? I narrow my eyes at them, searching for some hint that they are lying to me. Delora and Parfait never turn their sad eyes away from me. Rod glances at me briefly before turning away and looking uncomfortable.
Hilda, your mother and I used to work together to make the balance. But then the witch hunt drove her mad and turned her heart to ice.
But she never used any magic. I would have known if she was a witch.
It's possible that you did in the past, but it seems she erased all your memories of her true identity. Delora was already able to ascertain that most of your memories of her had been snatched away. Hilda needed you to remain obedient so that when you finally did inherit her role as the heir, you would continue to do as she wanted.
My thoughts feel as if they are spinning endlessly on an axis. The real reason I cursed you was to see if you were truly capable of goodness, Princess. Hilda's influence clung to you even after her death, and we feared that you would continue her previous work. That injury might once again fall to darkness if you were not able to help the dark emotions in your heart. So then you cursed me because you were terrified of what I would do if I became the bearer I was. The bearer as I was, god damn it, fuck. My only answer is silence. And now I understand why the people hated me. It was because I am my mother's daughter. I cannot help but reach out to touch the pendants on my necklace as a feeling of dread washes over me.
We know that there is goodness in you, Princess. We only wanted you to realize it by breaking your curse.
Parfait sighs, looking guilty.
It was a selfish act on our part, I know. But we could not risk another great war.
They believed that it would have plunged the world into a war. I turned to Rod, who has yet to speak since the conversation started. Did you know about all of this? Everyone knows the story about the Tenenbaum witch and her daughter. Everyone except for me. I glanced down at my hands, suddenly feeling numb. I am a witch, and I will become the Tenenbaum's next bearer. Just the thought of it makes me sick. I think back to my childhood. I can still recall the glares that everyone gave me when I was a child. They were scared of me because I was my mother's daughter. And what about the king? Did he never love me because I was the daughter of a witch? But if that is the case, if my mother was so wicked, then why did the king marry her in the first place? Hilda threatened to kill the woman that he loved if he did not marry her. She threatened to kill Ophelia. Ophelia? So the king has loved Ophelia from the very beginning? I clenched my hands into tight fists. After Mother died, he was able to reunite with his true love. And since then, he has treated Emmeline and Rudd better than he ever treated me, even though I am his daughter by blood. I want to feel angry about this revelation, but instead I feel a dreary emptiness inside of me. A heavy feeling begins to settle in my chest, suffocating my heart. He never really loved me. Am I crying? Jaybird? Rod's voice snaps me out of my thoughts, and it is then I realize that a stray tear has made it down my cheek. I quickly wipe it away with the back of my hand. Man, she make me want to cry! Angry at myself for showing weakness in front of them. You must be happy to see me like this. What? Your mother was made queen and your sister became royals overnight. It's like something out of a fairy tale, isn't it? You thought you had the perfect life until I came back into it. I never asked for this to happen. I just wanted to... Rod suddenly moves his hand to Sebby's mouth, muffling whatever other words the plush was going to say for him. What is it you want to say, Rod? It's nothing. I can assure you, however, that the power that comes with the crown has always been irrelevant to my family and I. So stop assuming that everyone around you is after your title or your riches. Did your time with my sister not teach you anything? I am about to angrily retort when I suddenly stop, my heart sinking. I have already recognized that Emmeline is more complex than I thought she was. And she has also told me that she never wanted to be a princess. My mother wouldn't have married the king if my father were still here. Delora looks between the two of us and sighs. And here I thought your relationship had improved. Now it seems like it's back to square one. I cross my arms and turn away, annoyed. Do you have anything else to add, Parfait? If not, I would like to return to the palace.
Princess, stay vigilant and be careful about who you trust.
Trust? How do you know whom I trust? What makes you even think I trust you? The anger that I was expecting earlier suddenly rises to the surface. For all I know, Parfait and Delora could be feeding me lies, plagued with me the way Delora did when she first cursed me.
I don't expect you to believe what we've told you. Perhaps it was not yet the right time to reveal anything to you, but please, you need to be careful.
I stand up and look at them, my arms now hanging limply at my sides. How am I meant to trust anyone when all of you have been lying to me this entire time?
Jaybird.
If you don't believe us, then try asking the king who Hilda truly is. I never even thought about asking the king about Mother. Rod, you should watch your back too. It's possible that this witch in question could be plotting something against the royal family as well. They have been in the palace for a long time after all. She looks at me, then at Rod, her expression somber. I won't be able to stay with you anymore. I had to pick up and leave him a few days ago because I was certain he'd caught a trace of my magic. He probably already has. I understand.
Anyway, Jaybird is right to return to the palace now. Someone may notice your absence if you're gone much longer, but you should leave now.
Let us know if you notice anything unusual. I will.
We'll see you again soon, Princess. Remember, stay vigilant.
Damn, we're in denial. We hit the denial so fast. God. Rod and I leave the marchen in silence. Here in the secret tunnels, we are suffocated under even more silence, but still neither of us makes an effort to speak. I am still stuck inside my own mind, sifting through my troubled thoughts. I cannot reconcile the fact that the wicked witch who led the witches during the war was my mother. So much alliteration. I did not even realize how many people hated my mother until after she had passed, and they spoke about how cruel a queen she was. I never understood why, since she has always been the perfect person in my eyes. I never connected my mother with the Tenenbaum, but what Parfait and Delora just told me makes sense. Was I living a lie all those years? A lie that my mother crafted so that I remained cold and bitter even after she passed away? And Delora and Parfait say I am meant to inherit the power of the Tenenbaum from my mother. I do not want that burden. I almost bump into Rod's back when he suddenly stops walking. He turns around and looks at me with a serious expression. I cannot help but feel judged beneath the weight of that gaze. If you are going to tell me that you never wanted me as your partner because my mother was a witch, then... I wasn't going to say that. What? I won't lie. The first time I saw you, I thought you were like your mother. You were cold, harsh, and selfish. I never wanted to have anything to do with you. That was why I was I'm sorry! That was why I was so against this partnership, but... You've changed.
Look at that little smile. He's so cute. He's a smiley boy.
Rod's expression softens. Clearly. As you and Em have grown closer, I've seen that you are not like your mother.
Oh, look at that happy smile. That makes me happy. Rod, you make me happy when you're happy.
She speaks fondly of you, and I can tell she really enjoys your company. That's why, even if I do not have plans to break my curse, I will still do what I can to help you break yours. It's the least I can do as your partner. I stare at Rod in shock. This is the first time he has ever been so nice to me. Why are you staring at me like that? Oh, he's blushing! I'm only doing this because you're important to my sister. Rod turns away, his face beat red.
Liar.
Rod reaches to pinch Sebby's face.
Ow!
I'm supposed to compliment him, not thank him. I'm supposed to compliment him. Okay, compliment. Who would have thought that you were actually capable of being nice? What? Was that supposed to be a compliment? Yes. You're always so grumpy. I don't even think I have seen a genuine smile on your face before. I can say the same for you. Birds of a feather flock together then. Hey, that's my name! Rod stares at me, dumbfounded. I cannot help but smile a little at his expression. Do you really dislike the fact that we are so similar? Rod is staring at me, wide-eyed. You just smiled. I did not!
Rod thinks your smile is pretty.
I do not!
You two really are the same.
I take a deep breath to calm the erratic beating of my heart. Calm. Anyway, I still want to help you with your curse, Rod. Why do you refuse to break it? Rod stares down at his feet, expression melancholy. Because I cannot. Rod stops and shakes his head. He says nothing else, and I do not probe him. What are we, an alien? Him anymore, especially not after seeing the distant look on his face. Probe. I mean, I guess we're an alien. I mean, we're a witch. That's not too far off from a fucking alien, I guess. I mean, if witches exist, I guess aliens exist too. We walk through the corridor, and back to our rooms after we say our goodbyes. I wonder what Rod was going to say. Oh god, not this. Not this! This music is copyrighted! Every time this music appears in my videos, the series, it always gets like copyrighted or something, and it's like, we claimed your video, and we're gonna play ads on it or some shit, but we're gonna get the money and you're not. Although I'm already unmonetized, so I don't know how that works, but so it's like they're just making money off my videos. That's not fair. I hate that the game developers put copyrighted music in it. Let's just get this anyways. Let's get this fast apology.
Oh, Mother, look! Eleanor got me this gift.
Eleanor?
She's my maid and my friend.
Princesses don't make friends with their servants.
But she's really nice. She even taught me how to braid my hair and
Those servants are only nice to you because you are the princess. They only pretend to be your friends so that they can have power over you. I don't know what accent I'm going for anymore.
But Eleanor would never...
What reason would I have to lie to you? When have I ever lied to you, little one?
You never lied to me.
That is correct. Tomorrow I will remedy the situation. I will hire a new maid. You are not to befriend this one, no matter what she says.
But, Mother!
Are you arguing with me, Jaybird?
No, I am sorry, Mother.
Our mother's a cunt. It has been days since Parfait and Delora revealed my mother's true identity and the inevitable responsibility I am to have on my shoulders once I turn 18. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode of Cinderella Phenomenon. If you guys enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, leave a comment down below, share with your friends, subscribe if you haven't, ring that notification bell, and remember, die safely. Bye-bye!